I just found out my husband has been sleeping with my girlfriend for over 5 years. Like they've been doing mekwe. They knock each other for over 5 years in my own roof. Oh. So guys, before we listen to this story time, don't forget to hit on that subscription button. Also, thumbs up this video and turn on your notification bell to get more interesting updates when we post story time. So she said that she and her girlfriend has been together, like they've been good friends. You know, these girls friends now. Like when you have a lady that is your friend and you guys are so close, you are doing like sister, you are just like you're almost like family. And also they were living in the same area, they were living in the same street. So he made it so easy for the friend to be visiting her. She is married, but this her friend is not married. So let's call this her friend. Okay, let's just call this her friend Auntie A, and call this married woman that caught her girlfriend and her husband in her own matrimonial bed, Auntie B. So guys, so Auntie B is married, while Auntie A is not married. So she said Auntie A was always coming to her house. Like in we have 7 days in a week. Auntie A will come to her house 6 times in a week. Auntie A will cook for her. She will wash clothes. She will do, other house chores with her because they are now more than friends. They are now like family. So she was just taking her as her sister. You understand? So she never knew that the reason Auntie A was always coming to her house, cooking for her every night. Auntie A will be in the kitchen cooking with her for her husband. After cooking, Auntie A will even be the one to serve Auntie B's husband. You guys. So she said this was going on, but she never ever thought or felt that something was actually going on between her husband and Auntie A, because according to her, she said her husband is a very religious man. Like, these people will carry church for head now that, you'll be like, oh, this particular person cannot do something like this one cannot do something like this. Those kind of people, like pastors. So she said she never ever thought that her husband, has even started sleeping with Auntie A at her back. Anytime she goes to work, her husband will call Auntie A to come to the house and they will start doing the milkware in her bed. So she said she never suspected anything at all because of the type of person she married. She married somebody that, is always going to church, is always talking about God and all of that. So she said she didn't suspect a thing. So she said even when they want to go to maybe occasions with her kids, because she already has 2 kids. When she and her family want to go to occasion, Auntie A will follow them. In fact, any uniform she sews with her kid, Auntie A will also sew the same uniform. Remember, Auntie A is the friend that is not married that was caught sleeping with the husband of Auntie B. So this was going on for, for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. They've been friends for almost 10 years. You understand? So this her friend has been sleeping with her husband for close to 5 years. Can you imagine? And this her husband, according to her, the man is super, super rich. Yes, the man is super rich. So she said when Auntie A wanted to get married, you remember she's single. So when she wanted to get married, her husband was kind of, angry. The husband was telling her, was telling the Auntie B that is married that, are you sure this Auntie A really knows what she wants? How can she say she wants to marry now? Has she achieved anything? Like the man was just, the way he was talking, as if he wants to, he wants Auntie A to stop the marriage, or to, to tell her fiance that she's no longer interested, because man was now encouraging Auntie A to think about it very well, or you should tell the fiance to hold on first, that let her, achieve more things, later balance, those kind of talks, like somebody will be telling you something and it will be obvious that this particular person does not want you to do this thing that you want to do. So that was what the man was doing. He was trying to discourage Auntie A from getting married. So the Auntie B, which is married, does not even understand. So in her mind, she was like, "Oh, my husband is just looking out for my friend, blah blah blah." But she never knew that the man was jealous that her friend, which is Auntie A, was trying to get married. You understand? So that was why the man was doing all of that, trying to convince Auntie A not to get married. So she said how she found out that Auntie A was, actually sleeping with her husband was, you guys listen, this is where it is getting hotter. This is where it is getting hotter. So she said one day she traveled, because they are from the eastern part of Nigeria. She traveled for burial, and her husband was back in Lagos. Her husband didn't travel, he was around in their house. They have their own house. So Auntie A normally come to their house to cook for them, do other things for them. So that was how Auntie A also came. When she traveled though, Auntie A also came to the house to cook for the man, do other things like the way she normally does for them before. So this Auntie B that is married, that traveled, now said that the day she told her husband that she was going to come back was not actually the day she came back. You understand? She came back like surprise. She was supposed to come back tomorrow, so she decided to come back today. She said she had something to do. She had an emergency, so she needed to return to Lagos as soon as possible. After the burial. So she said she came back in the afternoon, that her husband was supposed to be in his working place working. Yes, her husband was supposed to be in his working place working during that daytime. Auntie A was also supposed to be in her office working during the daytime. Remember that all these things, were happening when Auntie A was almost about getting married. Like she was already engaged and she was still sleeping with this Auntie B's husband. So Auntie B said she came back. Do She has her own key now, is her house, and she opened the door that leads to the parlor. She entered the parlor. From the parlor, she entered the room, and she saw her husband alone, lying down on the bed, with his boxers, and he was just pressing his phone. Then her husband was surprised. Like, if you see the way the man shocked and jumped up from the bed, I was like, "What? What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing here? Here? You said you were going to come back tomorrow." This kind of thing. The man was really surprised. And the lady was like, "You, what are you doing at home by this time of the day? You are supposed to be in your working place. What happened? Why didn't you go to work? Is anything okay? You're just lying down wearing boxers. Are you still sleeping?" Not knowing that her friend Auntie A was in the toilet. She was washing, she was washing now after they don't do the do finish. Guys, that was how she stood there. Auntie B said her husband was sweating. That was when she knew that something was wrong. If you see how the man was panicking, sweating, saying, "Ha, you shouldn't have come back today. Oh. You would have told me that you are coming back. Oh, why did you come back by surprise?" Auntie A was already in the toilet. Oh, she already knew that her friend is back. She also was in the toilet. She was trying to, think of what to say, how she can escape, but there's not escaping route again, because they were caught, you know, red-handed. So there's no way you can escape. That was how Auntie A came out from the bedroom, also tying towel, my people. Hmm. So she was like, "What? What is going on here? What is going what is going on here? I don't want it to be what I'm thinking. Does it mean that two of you are doing this in my home, in my matrimonial bed? Not just that you are now cheating on me with my girlfriend, but like in my matrimonial bed, like the disrespect. The disrespect is I don't even know how to explain it." So she said she started crying and weeping, telling her husband, "How could you do this to me?" Telling her friend, "How would you do this to me?" Those kind of thing. They now started begging each other, all of them. This one was crying, this one was begging, Auntie A was begging her. She was like, "I can't believe this. So you have the guts to sleep with my husband in my home, and you have been calling me your sister. You have been coming to my house." She now realized that the reason Auntie A was always coming to her house is because of her husband. That was how they started confessing. that they've been doing it for close to 5 years now, and that her husband has been giving her more money. Auntie A started telling her that her husband is the one taking care of her, because according to her, Auntie A does not really have a tangible business that she's doing business, but it's not the type that can afford the kind of hair, the kind of clothes, and other things that she has been buying for herself. You will see her go to markets and buy hair of 500k, 700k. Meanwhile, she's not even earning up to 200k in a month. So she has been wondering, asking her, this one you are living large like this, who is sponsoring you? And she has been lying that it is her boyfriend who has been sponsoring her. You understand? That was how she found out that her husband has been the one sponsoring her girlfriend, buying clothes, buying things for her, sleeping with her in their matrimonial bed. When all of them goes to work, Auntie B's husband will come back and call her friend, and they will come back home and be doing the mekwe on their bed. Sometimes they will go to hotel. Can you imagine? So now she's crying in my inbox saying that she doesn't know what to do, because this Auntie A, that is her girlfriend, remember I told you she's engaged and she's about to get married. So her fiancé does not know what is going on for now. He does not know that Auntie A is sleeping with her friend's husband. Now she's asking whether she should go ahead and tell Auntie A's husband what is happening, or she should leave everything for God. So so make I carry am come share for now, so dat una go chook mouth, because for me I don't really know what to say. But if I was the one, but God forbid, yes, let me say God forbid, because I don't want to ever imagine that I will see my own husband with my friend in our matrimonial bed. Yes, I don't want to imagine it. So that is why I'm saying God forbid. If I was one, I will go straight to Auntie A's fiance, abi what, husband to be, and tell him, see waiting there. In fact, I will even record them. I'll bring out my phone and record them. That time that they were still tying towel, this one is still wearing boxers. I will, yes, I know he's my husband, but the way they brought tears, they brought sorrow to me. That is how I will also bring tears and sorrow to that my friend. Because somebody that has the mind to do that kind of thing to you, trust me, that person does not love you. She does not even take you as friend. She just, using you. You are just, she's using you to do her thing. You are the one that even she's benefiting from you, and she's playing. I don't even know how to put it. You are just helping her. So she does not love you. She's just there because of what she's gaining, which is that your husband that is sponsoring her, doing everything for her. So I'll go straight and tell the fiance, see wetin dey happen now. I will record them, or I will snap them and show the guy, so that it will not be as if you are just talking, you don't want your friend to get married and all of that. So that is it, that is it, my people. Don't forget to chook your own mouth, chook your own, put your own advice in the comment section. And if you have any story for us to share for you, don't forget to indicate. Yes, don't forget to indicate, or you can chat us on Facebook at Obianuju Stories, on TikTok at J Vibes. Yes, you can drop your message there, on Instagram as J Vibes. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit on that subscription bell, and see you on my next one. Bye bye.